Welcome, I'm Gretel and this is the model 9. And in this video, we are going to learn about grid work. We are also going to have a little bit of energetics adjustment provided by your team of guides. So I'll ask you to relax. But first of all, I wanted to share that I started doing grid work 4 years ago. I started seeing symbols and then noticing how the energy will create patterns and sacred geometry that engage with experiences, emotions, and situation. And I realized that if I was going to take ownership of my codes, I will be able to find balance and harmony with the whole. So let's begin with the upgrade of every codex within your own chakras to find the harmony between the collective and you, between you and yourself, and between you and the universe. Ish nene kia soko ma niki ish niki itina soko koya kia yatete. Please close your eyes and allow yourself to relax. You can sit or lay down. Just focus on your breathing. Put awareness on the light that is inside of you. Ish ninikia soko makenakia te, ninikia yasoko konaki ishnikia te. Let's clear the mind and the feelings by intentions. You are surrounded by the sphere of love provided by your teams in a beautiful circle of light, and they are holding hands to support us. Ish ninekia naso koke, niki ish niki etinakia sako komaki inekia yatete. I will ask you to gently breathe. I would like to ask you to please imagine and visualize yourself inside of the womb of Mother Gaia. And I welcome Divine Mother now. I invoke the assistance of your guides of light, who gently and lovingly will clear the space where you are, for you to deeply connect with Divine Mother and your surroundings. Ish ninekitikia soko komakiyana. As you breathe and relax, this crystalline fluid light will swirl gently around you and through you in forms of healing spheres that are going to make you feel lighter and lighter, clearing the room where you are, the chair where you are, your house, the space. Now your guides, your ascended masters, ancestors, fairy realm elementals will assist you, so the rhythm of your breathing and the pacing of your heart smoothly finds harmony with the heartbeat of Divine Mother, who hold hands with you and carry you as a mother will carry a baby child. Eshneki etema sokoko, niki niki ashneki eteki esoko maki ayatete. And as you see yourself as a baby inside of her womb, you will be able to open your field of energy and codes. And now the spirit of the north come and raise your frequency. The spirit of the south comes and gently and smoothly ground you into a 12 and crystalline core of Divine Mother. Ish nene sako koma neki iti ishniki etina soko konagi ayatete. Now fluid light comes from the spirit of the west will bring relaxation within the crystalline spheres of source consciousness, softening your chakras and your meridians instantly in harmony with the heart of Divine Mother who carry you. As a mother will carry a baby. Ishneki ete, nina soko koyaki ishneki ete na soko no kiyate. Now flowing slowly, the higher and the spirit of the east comes and bless you with love and peaceful new waves of light. Ish nenekiti isa koko ikianaki ete nineki yatete. Now relax and enjoy these soothing frequencies. The spirit of the water, the wine, will come to revitalize every cell on your physical structure, flowing with every light code from your veins as crystalline light alchemizes blood that carries source liquid light in every aspect of you. Ishnekiyete, ninasako komaki nakiyayatete. Now we're going to welcome the animal kingdom, the plant kingdom, for you to communicate with them through the heart. The angels of Margaya will assist you in clearing every memory of fear and lack that is still vibrating in your codex, in your own greed. Now instantly bringing balance in the mind, clearing the ideas. Entering in an inner negotiation between the mind and the emotions. Gently fluid crystal light codes are being activated in your heart. Finding emotional balance and divine peace within. These light codes now help you to open yourself into a journey that you're going to just imagine, what you're going to see in your inner mind and through the eyes of the soul. A little story that happened million years ago. And the 0 point field, this light from source, feels how to is to be whole and vast. And now decide to be singular. Decide to have a uniquely designed aspect, because this light in motion is creating a new reality, honoring its free will. Now feel or imagine or pretend what being God will feel like to you. As this guy decided to fly away from the Father and took everything it would need in packets of consciousness that become part of his technology, it created a higher self. It created an Akach. This technology was sacred geometry, crystalline light codes, and Merkaba fields segmented in different frequencies, different speeds, in order for this light to have an experience in the spectrum of the light from Mother, Father, God. Now implicating Mother, Father, God to be present with you. As this light decided to see itself in many faces, in many races, in many colors of skin and personalities, so it would have a different experience, it decided to fragment itself in millions. You may see as a star will explode, creating millions of stars, creating the night and the day, the south and the north, the east and the west, man and female, love and fear, lack and vastness, empty and fullness. It was excited for this light to create different frequencies and different segments that it was called dimensions. So each dimension, it is a packet of consciousness who have a different frequency of love, equally by nature, expressed uniquely different. Then the light taught the experiences would need to be segmented in order to have an order and a structure of God, so they could achieve divine order and they have a singular experience. Some frequency become too lower, they couldn't reach the higher aspect, so they were encapsulated for them to find its own light without affecting the whole. The whole, it's always working in divine order, no matter how it looks like for the lower frequency. But the soul who believe it's separated, forget that it's one and keep creating lines of energy that carry experience. And that is greed codes, beliefs, etc. that form an Akash. An Akash is the record of that light to be assembled and formed and structured and segmented according to its frequency. So what does it mean to do grid work? It's mean to rectify your own lines of experience, your own vibration, your own experiences that were imprinted on light and frequency in certain spectrum. They represent value. When I do a crystal grid or a light grid, I will create an intention for the light. And this grid will help me and will help my intentions to be aligned with the grid of Gaia. Gaia has her own structure. The universe has another structure. The galaxy has another structure. Its race star system will have a different grid work. So how can grid work will help me? It is a simple way to rectify your light from your core. So what do I need to do a grid? Let's remember how God is and feel and wanted to be separate, so it separated itself from the Father. Now this God that forgot that is a God wants to remember. So you will set your intentions. You can use tools as crystals, seeds, leaves, flowers, or anything you have in hand, clear to open the heart. And then you will need to have fun and enjoy the process, because the light is excited to have every experience. So grids of light, what are they? Light carries a value that is equal to an experience. This experience is density that represents a whole certain speed and frequency of the spectrum of the Father. Between light and shadow, we have absence of light. And that is what segmented the dimensions. Density and speed determine the dimension of what frequency and light patterns will be emanating its essence, its energy signature. So let's explain it in another way. A code, it will be equal to a value. A value will represent a frequency. Frequency, it is in harmony with God, it will be sacred, or it will be a light code. Frequency that is separated from the God itself, it will be just a code, not a sacred code. So this light code, it is the expression of the creation of God itself. In order for the light to be expressed, it needs to be segmented in dimensions or pockets of consciousness. These pockets of consciousness are described as human, planets, earth, elementals, crystals. We have our solar system, and we will vibrate mostly between third and fourth and occasionally beyond. But our consciousness will vibrate between 3 and 4. As a collective, humans, we are one. Believe it or not, a big identity where the spectrum and the bus and the elementals, certain aliens, humans, animals, plants, minerals, we all form Gaia. We affect each other. We are fragments of a soul of Gaia. The universe, there was a need to be segmented the information in order for us to be physical and carry dense structures that will be transmuted and that will have a chronological experience according to time and memory that we created as God. Now it feels like it will have past, future experience, but in reality, it was segmented and ordered with time imprints that we provided. So an imprint is a period of time that has a predominant energy. We will leave it in our emotional and mental bodies, and it is the keeper of those memories, the one that will be in charge of manifestation. So let's say that this time in the planet we are experiencing a quarantine. So quarantine will be the predominant energy that we all feel. In other words, the human experience is derived from living a cache from eons created patterns of light, organized in grids. When I was a father, when I was a mom, when I was a boss, when I was an alcoholic, a kid, a baby, a teacher, a master. And all this codes created reading moment experience in the earth grid. The old grid was dismantled on 2000. In 2012, the encapsulation was removed, which means humans could access container of information from the cosmic Akash. That it's called time grid or a universal grid, because this grid vibrates in multidimensionality. You can integrate the physical experience, merging different channels. That grid speeds faster. Now, it is faster for us to channel Pleiadians when 20 years ago a yogi needed to have very structured practices in order for them to channel. In addition to that, the reason why the Akash was segmented, it was for us to take advantage of our own journey. And other races would not intervene in our own unique experience and install experience for us or modify it according to their benefits. Now we are in transition where we are accessing the galactic cache. And eventually we will upgrade our container to match those experiences. We ascend and move into 5D. But for that, we need to release our dense structures. And you can rectify them in many practices. You can do meditation, you can do any healing practice, or you can do grid work. Going back to codes, quirks are valuable experience that we have given as a soul. Therefore, the human codex, it is the earth grid, and the ascended one is called the crystalline grid and beyond. So we have my grid that is connected with the grid of Gaia, and then my grid and the grid of Gaia is connected to the grid of Source. And this is how everything is segmented. So many light workers do not need to do any particular mission. Their only mission is to be born and raise the frequency of the collective Gaia as a whole. The greatest gift we can give to Gaia, it is to be at peace and to be at love. From the harmony between myself and myself. So grid work, it is a rectification of my grid lines and the ley lines that are around me, so I can connect fully with the sentient Gaia, and I can connect fully with Source. Many light workers do grid work. This is one of the most noble and silent works you can do on Gaia. Many of us will do it secretly or even do it in a dream state, but then don't even have any idea or realize the importance of the job that they are doing for all of us as a whole. So between portals, sacred geometry, and planetary gateways, these light webs are upgraded every time we choose to be at peace. So that will be another form to do light work. Every time I'm being challenged and I reconnect with myself and I react with love, I will be building a new codex for humanity. Now I'll be just sending this code in behalf of the whole. Every time I dream, I am connected to the fear of greed. And probably I will ban and lower myself so I can purge for all the souls in my overgroup. And that feeling of me choosing love and peace once again is going to have all my oversoul. Everything we do ripples love someplace else. So you feel drawn to do grid work. The only thing you need to do is to connect with your Gaia Codex, with Gaia, and follow your own guidance. Beyond these videos, always follow your own intuition. So why would I want to do grid work? This is a question that you may have while listening or seeing this video. When I am feeling heartbroken or depressed, I would probably like to clear and heal my heart and connect with the inner grid so I can clear this pattern from every soul of mine that vibrates in the same or similar situation that happened to you. Otherwise, I will be repeating this pattern over and over. Ishnekiti nene soko kumaki neki yateten asoko kinaki yateten. So there are many roads to get into the same destination. And even God can write in twisted lines. So trust your own process. Life's goals are not linear. They cannot be interpreted by the mind. They need to be felt. They can have different names. Always, always trust your own guidance and learn to discern. The most importantly, it's enjoy your process. No matter what that will be. If you feel guided to do reading codes, movement codes, or singing codes, practice. Have fun. Get aligned in through your own mastery process. Niki ishnaki tena soko komaki yanatete. I have been so grateful to share this material with you and that you joined me into this journey. It has been an incredible experience for myself. I learned a lot with each of you having my master. So I want to thank all of you guys and the collectives that came forward to connect with us. I still feel the connection from all those videos and all of us together as a collective. I'm already downloading the next course that is going to be Alchemy of the Abundance. So I hope you join me on future classes. Ish niniki ese koko maki neki ish neki ete. Niniki ish niakoso maki neki ete. Now that these are the suggestions based on my experience, but you have free will to adjustment and explore your own ways. Ish niki ete masoko. Kiniki ish niki ete. Niakana koma. Kineki yatete. Iki ushtu ni ate. I have been very pleased during this teaching. Forward to each of you, ish niki ineki ate. So looking forward to seeing you on the next journey. My love, please take care.